Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Was he Bill Cosby?
Not the fucking flute.
What's up, everybody?
recorder?
Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I don't know why. I almost said welcome back to Pleeka's Corner.
Pleeka's Corner? What the fuck is that?
I just made up a show in my head.
Wow.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What's Random Ramblings, everybody? I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Ted Bundy.
Ooh, he's Ted Bundy. He'd be nice to you. He's looking sexy. And before you know it, slice and dice.
I always felt like he's a little overrated.
Me too. I never. I mean, we've had an episode called this, but I still don't understand why people call Ted Bundy sexy.
Oh, I don't mean he's overrated sexually.
Oh,
I just mean as a serial killer.
I instantly went to his looks. And I don't think he's that good looking. I've seen hotter men.
Because he went fucking crazy and got captured in Florida. It's like, dude, fucking chill out. And you could have done this a little longer.
Yeah, is that a weird thing that I like?
Killing people?
Yeah.
Meh.
When someone gets caught for that, my first thought, well, how many do they kill? Any situation like that where people die, I look at the number, and I gotta be honest, sometimes I'm disappointed.
Oh, I'm with you, 100%.
Are you, Hess?
Wow.
Do you ever get disappointed?
If they didn't kill enough people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a running back not getting enough
yeah,
yards.
especially if they're famously known for being
Yeah.
murderers or whatever.
And you're like,
serial
oh,
killers.
you're like 2 people?
All right,
And I'm watching a
Yeah.
movie about you?
Yeah.
I don't think you can be a serial
Yeah.
killer with 2 people.
3?
I
think
mean,
it has to be 3.
if I were to do it, I would at least kill 9.
Well, then I'd kill 10. Fucking blow you out of
I
luck.
get 11.
You know, I feel like 9 is at least respectable.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't
9's scary. 9, I'd be like, oh.
Let's see.
And what's the time period, too?
No. Hold up. See, if you stop at 9, why didn't you go for double figures?
Maybe he got caught at 10. It's like trying to commit 10.
But what if I have done the mathematical science in my head, and I know that I can commit 9 and not get caught, and I know that I will not get caught as long as I don't perform.
You're like, at 10, I just have too much DNA coming out of my ass.
Yeah.
I never thought I would hear Hess go, well, you know what if I did the mathematical science?
There's your cold open. All right, who's your favorite serial
That's
killer?
a thing, right? Mathematical science? Is that a thing?
I've never. Here, let me ask Siri.
I mean,
Hey, Siri. What is mathematical science?
that is something Hess made up.
The mathematical sciences are a group of areas of study that includes, in addition to mathematics, those academic disciplines that are primarily mathematical in nature,
Disciplines.
but may not be universally considered subfields of mathematics proper.
She just said a lot of words right there.
Yeah.
I didn't understand
Kinda.
one thing. One thing that she said right there didn't compute in my head.
So it's not a Hessism. It's a legit thing.
It's a legitism.
Just because it's legit doesn't mean it's not a Hessism.
Well, I believe Hessisms are just made up fucking tit-fuck McGee's and shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Hess and 40 are like this.
Who's
from
your favorite serial killer?
I don't know if I have one, honestly.
Like if they say like
Here, let me look. I'm gonna look up a list of famous serial killers, and we'll go through that.
Oh yeah, I want to go off the list too, because I don't get it. Like I know a few of them, but I don't know them like you guys know them.
why do
Especially
we?
you, Nick. I don't know how much.
All right,
you
so
get into
I got
them,
I got top.
Especially me. I don't know anything about serial killers.
I got top 7
Are you
right here
kidding?
because I don't want to click on the article.
Isn't your wife obsessed with them? And
Yeah,
shit? So
she
I
is
figured you'd know
obsessed.
about them.
Well, yeah, I know a little bit about them. I'm not.
So we'll go off.
Well, you know more than me.
We'll go off these. Harold Shipman. Never heard of him.
Never
He's
heard of him.
number 1 on the list. I think he's from maybe another country.
Oh,
I could've made
okay.
that- I could've made that up.
I don't
Give
believe in
kills?
foreign
Should
serial
I do
killers.
United States?
Yeah, unless you like Jack the Ripper.
Oh yeah.
Oh no,
never
never mind. He is
Jack
from the
the
U.S.
Ripper.
I made that up.
Oh,
So we got.
Does it give how many kills?
oh, it has one stats.
God damn. I guess I do.
What did you type? Most famous serial
I
killers?
looked up famous serial killers, but I didn't click on the article, so we'll do. Oh my lord. Okay, so Harold Shipman,
God.
his nickname was Dr. Death. He killed 218 patients.
No fucking dogs.
But I don't
What
know
is
him,
this,
so he can't be my favorite. So I can't. I don't know.
What
him.
is that guy? What was that guy? Dr. Kevorkian or something, Nick? Remember
Dr.
that guy?
Kevorkian?
Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah, but he was assisting people that want to do suicide.
But, so
That's
we
not
don't.
serial.
None of us
Yeah.
have heard of this guy, so we can't pick him. He doesn't count.
I don't
But he
want.
said patient.
I have an
so-
answer.
Okay.
Do you want me to give my answer before you list?
No, we'll go through the list and then we'll all give our answer. Belle Gunness. She
No, don't
married
know.
to kill. She killed up to 15 men.
That's not
Sounds
bad.
like a slut.
Killed, not fucked.
Ed Gein.
Oh.
He
I'm sure she used that
inspiration
pussy to
behind
fucking
Psycho
get
and
'em
Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all that, but he didn't kill that many people either. He killed
Yeah, but he made like
He ca-
lamps out of them.
Yeah. He made like lamps.
That
and-
is pretty gnarly.
pretty.
He's
Yeah.
pretty fucked up.
Yeah, Ed Gein's up there. John Wayne Gacy performed as a.
Is he the clown guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
You know what he did, right? Like,
I think what he did was respectable. As
wait. Do you know all the details?
No.
I really don't.
He fucked kids,
Oh,
little
yeah, no, that's
boys,
not
and
cool.
buried them under his house.
That's not cool. Yeah. Never
You
mind.
said
I
it was
like that guy.
respectable. What he did was respectable, is what you said. I want that on a
Look at Brett.
T-shirt. John Wayne Gacy, respectable.
That's terrible. I hope you cut that out. I'm sure you won't. But
That's the ad for the episode, baby.
yeah.
So John Wayne Gacy is Hess's favorite.
I mean, we are talking about serial killers, so they did all do something bad.
Yeah, but like he.
Oh, so that's taken it to another level?
But he
a
killed
little.
kids. That was his whole MO.
Here, let me read you exactly what it says he did. 15-year-old boys. It looks like,
Oh, so teenagers.
yeah,
Eh,
maybe some.
that's different.
33 counts of murder he was arrested for, and he was executed by lethal injection. Jeffrey Dahmer. I do like him. I watched a movie on him, and I bought the book. I haven't read it yet. Comic book. Where is it at?
Comic book.
It did.
His childhood friend made a comic book about him,
Oh, you told me that.
and then we watched the movie that they made off that.
You were all excited, and then you never read
It was a very good movie,
Mhm.
and then I didn't read the book yet.
Didn't
called
Zac
My
Efron play him or something?
No, that's Ted Bundy.
He played Ted Bundy.
Oh,
That's how this all got
okay.
started.
The movie's called My Friend Dahmer. I
my
highly
thing-
recommend that.
When did Dahmer kill people? Because I think I was like 12, if I remember right. When he got caught.
1991 was when he was arrested.
So it's
Well, I
probably
wasn't 12.
mid 70s to the early 90s.
Oh, it says he committed his first murder though in 1978.
There you go.
So, I mean, 91, I graduated from high school in 90, so.
So Ted Bundy was the first televised murder trial. But
Yeah.
we already said he's overrated. So I think I'm gonna go with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
But let's go through the list more. We know Hess
What-
likes child rapers.
Yeah. You're going with the child raper,
Jack
right?
the Ripper. Over 100 possible suspects. I find him very interesting because like no one knows shit about him. You know.
Yeah. No, yeah, totally.
And then H.H. Holmes. I like you guys can like watch that stuff that would connect them.
That's my
That's
guy.
kind of fun.
That's the guy that
Maybe
I
we
like.
should just turn this into a serial killer podcast.
That'd be cool.
That'd be what we do after you. And that's it.
Yeah,
That's on the list. So if there's anybody else not on the list that you guys like, go ahead and say them. I'm going with Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Dahmer was a cannibal too.
Yeah, cannibal.
And he
That's
also
Panama.
he dismembered boys as well. So I'm sure he did some.
Are you
stuff
reading
with
that?
Dogs.
Oh, see what's
Yes.
cool in the movie? They go about it how he got caught. One way he didn't get caught, I think, was he would like drill holes in people's head and like they'd still be alive. So like he'd leave them in his house, like kind of like brain dead and all this shit. And then like the guy woke up and walked out to like a policeman and he grabbed him and he's like, "Oh, my friend's just drunk." Brought him back home, but he'd like lure guys over, fuck them, and drill a hole in their head and shit.
Jesus
Well, like here.
Christ. Hey, you know where he went to college?
Wisconsin?
Ohio State.
Big Ten.
But so what's yours?
Peckernecks.
Mine's Jeffrey. His is Gacy.
H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes. Okay.
Yeah. Read a little about him. He made a murder house, for fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah, I think I watched an American Horror Story thing that was like loosely him or something.
There was rumor that DiCaprio was going to play him in a movie, but that's been a rumor for a
Yeah.
long time.
I'm trying to get to the interesting part here. It looks he did like insurance scams. He confessed. Oh, so he was arrested?
Fuck
Oh,
is
yeah.
Pedro Lopez.
He confessed to 27 more murders after being hanged.
But I doubt that.
That's what it says here. Oh, never mind. No. It says before. I made up the after part.
He's like, I killed 27 people.
I was gonna say that doesn't make a lot of sense, but no, it does say confessed to at least 27 more. What do they mean at least? He confessed. They have the number.
I think he actually confessed to shit that they can't even ever prove.
See, if I was a killer, that's what I would do. I'd be like, although you wouldn't know I try to make friends with the other killers, and then when I die, I just take credit for everything.
What do you think, they're hanging out at a coffee shop or something?
Don't they? It's like friends.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. And like, oh, Joey, who'd you kill this week? Yeah. So Hess, is yours Gacy?
No,
Why not? Well,
it's just not.
while Hess looks at that, I want to send you a photo that Abby sent me earlier today. And
Oh yeah.
it could possibly be one of the creepiest photos I've ever received in my life.
What the?
Doesn't he kind of look like he could be like the leader of the white supremacists?
Oh my god.
To me, he looks like he's just doing gay porn.
I was what?
Doing gay porn.
Oh wow.
Like what do they call them? Like teddy bears or something?
I'm watching bears. Yeah, I'm watching you and taking notes, and all of a sudden I get bing. I was like, "What is that photo?" And I click on. it. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, like-
horrifying. Imagine waking up and just seeing that over your face, being like, "Hello, Jerome."
Yeah, I mean that's what I see. Him plowing some dude.
That reminds me. Before we get into you, I wanted to read a comment we got in the last podcast.
Uh-oh.
Was this from Billy Jackson?
Yeah, he came to my defense.
Oh yeah, I read it. Jesus Christ.
He said, Hess, I'm not saying it's not Jerome, but changing your voice audio is as simple as downloading an app. So I'm sure anyone who follows you could have done it. And I never heard
Yeah,
of it.
and that's all fine and dandy. I just
So I'm glad
I don't know
someone's
anyone
in my defense.
I don't know anyone who's tech savvy.
But he said it's as simple as downloading an app.
It's as simple as downloading an app.
On your phone, you can...
Can you?
I don't even know. Did that Peckerneck fucking even post anything lately?
I have no idea. I haven't even looked.
I was gonna ask.
I don't think there's been anything since the last podcast.
I never look until you guys bring it up.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Jesus Christ. Nick Bosa will miss rest of the year with torn ACL.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Nope, he is not.
No, nothing.
Anything
Oh, that video
else.
has 19 views. 19 people have listened that you have a sweet butthole. So that's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
All right. So you guys want to talk about you?
Soldier boy, tell.
I meant to mention this in the beginning of the podcast, but you can now watch this podcast on Facebook.
Live?
No, not live. We could never do a live show
Because Hester started talking about buttholes.
because things would come out of our mouths.
Bitch, I don't talk about buttholes. That's fucking Jerome.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's my territory. Back off.
Yeah, he talks about
He
fucking
talks
little
about
boys.
fucking boys and he says racial
bad.
slurs to people.
My bad.
That's his
Dick.
shtick.
Yeah.
No,
My
I
bad.
don't.
Hey, what's Bun and
Good
Taylor's
lord.
podcast?
Bedroom of Spookies.
I kind of forgot. What's it called, Hess?
Yeah. Making out with mom.
That's my other podcast and I don't talk about much. But yeah,
Yeah.
you could watch the podcast full thing on Facebook now. So if you're into that, go on there. It's cool. We're uploading all the other videos on there too. I stopped for a while uploading on there because they capped. You can only upload like 50 minutes or something. And I was like, well, what's the point of that? We do hour-long podcasts. But now they're like, hey, upload as long as you want. Put a movie on here. Put a 3-hour-long video of you sucking Hess's balls, and that's cool. I'm like, okay. Whatever you want, Facebook.
Who's talking to you when all this is happening?
The little man in the back of my head. The guy that says panties in my head. He's like, hey, suck on Hess's balls.
Yeah.
You should work on your animating and animate that little guy. I want to see what that little guy looks like. It's in the back of your head that says panties.
When he says I want to see what that little guy looks like, I feel like I could edit that into him talking about my cock.
Oh, I was thinking
Wow.
clit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Want to see my clit, Hess? So you, season 2, episode 7. Your mom's a whore.
That's not true.
No, it's called
Wow.
Existential Crisis.
Wasn't it Ex-istential?
That's what I said. X. Oh, you want me to do like the pause?
Yeah.
An existential crisis.
Yeah.
Why is it called that?
I don't know.
You know a single thought?
No, I have no idea.
It's 'cause
I didn't watch the episode.
You know, I was wondering sometimes if Hess has gone on to you and like not done it like how he did on Tupac. Every show now since he said that it's been I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's tried to sneak through one again.
Like we're playing
Wow.
Call of Duty like late on Sunday nights. We're like, so when's he watching this exactly?
yeah.
I don't know.
But so it starts off. Joe is sad because him and Love broke up last episode, and he's
Yep.
trying to spy on her. It's not working. She's got her shades closed, and he's like, wait. What's that? There's a man. He's like, well, luckily she hid her keys in there. And he grabs the key. He sneaks over to her house, grabs a little flower thing to kill the guy. But then
What a ding dong.
she's getting jiggy with her new man, Milo, not Paolo. Milo. Isn't Milo a weird name for Australian?
You feel like that's
Or is
a
that
fucking dog's name.
is that I guess yeah.
Well, there was
Or
a
is
movie about a dog
Shiloh.
named Buff.
No, Shiloh is the dog in the movie.
Oh.
If you ever get another dog, you should name it Shia LaBeouf.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about
we will get another dog,
What
and
about
we will not.
What about Shia LaRuff?
Oh, rough, motherfucker.
That's a good one, huh?
Make sure you're not naming our next dog.
But yeah, she's got a new man. She's banging him.
Is he?
And it's her ex-husband's best friend.
And he's a knockoff
Yeah.
Hemsworth.
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chisel jaw.
I saw him. He like reaches in, get those keys, and goes in the house. I was like, so obviously this guy's not breaking in because they try to trick you like with all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you think that, and then like Joe peeks in the window and he's just bashing her fucking brains
Oh
in.
yeah, that would have thrown me off a little bit.
You're like,
It would have been even better if she was like sitting on the floor and he was just like skull fucking her.
Yeah. John Wayne Gacy style.
and then you buried her under the house.
And she just starts fucking like gagging all over his cock and just throws up all over the place.
Wow.
I wonder why there's no ads on these podcasts.
Yeah, no shit.
Feel free to cut them. It would be funny if you bleeped a bunch of stuff, like just for one episode to like see,
Just to see if
like,
that helps
how-
anything.
Yeah.
It threw
And
me. Achievement Hunter censored theirs for a while. Then they gave up because people complained because it was annoying.
Yeah.
But they would like have Jeff do voiceovers of like Ellerts whenever they'd say shit. You'd hear Jeff go poop in the microphone and stuff like that. So every time they
That's
curse, you'd hear
cool.
Jeff, and it was funny at first, but then eventually it would throw you off because like Jeff wouldn't be in the video, and then Gavin would be talking, and all of a sudden you hear him being like flippin' floodle, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you're like, oh yeah,
Flippity-floodle.
someone cursed, I guess.
Yeah, that's
But
fucking
we could record a bunch of Hessisms, and those are censors.
Oh, I'm sure you've got plenty.
You know what the sad part would be is you'd have to do that and be annoying as fuck.
Yeah, it would be.
And I'd
Wow,
cuss
thanks.
more.
Yeah,
Thanks for the love.
You would- you
Thanks
would-
for the love.
You guys. I feel like if like I tried that once, and then you guys would be.
I would start talking
You guys
about-
would say the worst things
Yeah.
ever the next podcast, and then it would take me 18 years to edit it.
Yep.
No, come on.
Every
No.
piecing together different
Maybe-
audios, you guys.
Maybe Pappy Penis over there would.
That could be the grossest thing you've ever said.
I want to get you a hat that says Pappy
Because that was
Penis.
almost like he wanted to call me that.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
he's
mean?
been waiting for days to call you Pappy
he's like,
Penis.
oh, I got a good one.
We were playing Warzone one day, and he was like, "Oh no, I can't say it now. That'd be
I'll
weird.
wait.
I'll wait for the podcast." He'll say something,
And then
I'll
in
be
his
like-
head, he's like, "Is that too sexual?" Nah.
So 40 is giving Joe the deets on Milo, and he mentions that he was there for her when what was his name, James? When James died, and he went down on her every night. He said,
Every day. And people don't just do that for their own, out of their own volition.
and I was, "That's your brother. Like, what if she's like, oh, Milo's the best. He comes over, he comforts me, he licks my vagina."
They have a. Strange,
feel like she
they have
would
a
say-
strange relationship.
He eats my pussy every night.
I feel like she wouldn't say that.
But like, that's like, why does he know that?
But 40's true. No guy. Well,
40's true.
40's true. Hess
40.
Hess is in The
Did I
Sopranos
say
now.
that?
You said 40's true.
Well, what 40 said is true. No guy just fucking chows down on the fucking chlamydia clam.
And this is why you and
Every
40
night.
are the same person.
Yeah, I feel like every show we watch, you guys find a character to relate me to.
I mean, I don't know. It just connects. They say something like right here. The next thing I have in my notes is he calls the guy salami nips.
Yeah.
A couple times.
That's Hess.
Hey, let's get this straight. This guy did nothing wrong the whole episode.
Oh, he was annoying.
No, completely.
And imagine, okay, Jamie dies, and his best friend every night is coming over, licking Melissa's chops, hanging out with him. He's Australian.
Jesus.
He's fucking hiking with a vest on.
Apparently, you used to date Melissa.
That's weird.
I was looking
yeah,
at you,
what
Joey.
do I care who she's going out with if Jamie dies?
I guess. You wouldn't care if it was Jamie's best friend getting in there?
So she's going out with some rich guy that's in good shape and seems to be really nice to her?
Yeah, and he wants to go to Bali.
Yeah, seems like an asshole.
Oh, well,
What did he do wrong?
He was annoying, and he was getting in Joe's way, and 40 didn't like him, so therefore we should just not like him as well.
Oh. So the fact that... So we're on their side.
Yeah, we gotta
I
stick
got
to
you.
our homies.
I mean, I don't see Love and Joe having a future,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard to be like...
Why don't you... Jesus Christ,
right
did a
over there?
monster just crawl out of your throat?
Oh, at least you
No,
thought
it
it
was
was.
verb.
I mean, maybe they live happily ever after. I just don't expect that. So, like, I don't know. I was just looking at, I just trying to be open, and I was like, this guy has literally done nothing wrong.
So if Hess, gets hit by a truck brutally, he's
How do you
killed, blood
kn-
everywhere. It's okay. It'd be completely fine for you to just be like getting in there with Abby.
Well, I don't think Angela would like it much.
Well, she's dead too.
Oh, she got hit by the same truck?
Her and Hess were crossing the street. They both got hit by a car.
Wow.
What were they doing together?
They were buying you a birthday present.
In the middle of the street?
Yeah, they were on their way to get you a birthday
They're
present.
buying me a present from a homeless guy.
They were crossing the road. It was like a
What are they, chickens?
It was like a it was a Nike store across the road. They were going to get you like some nice shoes.
And they both got hit by a car.
And Hess was like, Andrew, look out a car, and Mom doesn't listen. She goes, what? And then
Yeah, I can see that.
both got hit. So then you go in there with Abby.
And my immediate response is, I'm going to go get laid.
Yeah, and you're like, who? Abby is mourning Hess. So you go over there and you're like, it's okay. And you guys start watching random ramblings to hear him laugh and all this stuff.
I don't think that's what we'd watch.
And then you start rubbing down her leg, and you're like, I may not be Hess, but I could try the ball Johnson.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Where are you going with this?
Oh, I'm saying, is that fine? Because you say love situation is fine, so if you did it, would that be fine?
I mean, if they're both dead, what's the difference?
Yeah, I tend to agree with
So
that
Hess, if you and my mom die at the exact same time, unfortunately,
I'm dead. I wouldn't know.
But knowing now, would you up in heaven? You're looking down, and you're like, is Nick fucking Abby? Would you be okay with that?
No, but I don't think that's how it's going to work.
We'll see when that truck
He
hits
thinks
ya.
he's going to hell, so he'd be looking up.
Yeah, that's true. He's like, wait, that's Nick's asshole.
Yeah,
Because he used to look up through the floor.
I got you. Jesus.
Thanks for clarifying. I never would have known that that's what you meant.
Anyways, there might be some people listening to the podcast.
Mhm.
People that are
Or editing it.
so 40 and Calvin helped Joe with some dating apps,
Oh.
and 40 also.
Blinger.
I kind of. That's his name, Calvin.
Yeah, I had to look that up on IMDb.
Black guy?
I could see that because he's been in like 3 scenes. I kind of liked him. He was kind of funny in this.
Yeah, I like him.
I was like, oh, he should be in more. But
But then
He's G, right?
he's G.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
gay?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh yeah, he is because he was using the gay dating app, and he was like, I can get all the puss I can swallow or whatever. But he's like, but you can have it all because like I don't want that. I'm there for dick. But he said the girls use the gay dating
and
app.
he never said dick either.
He said
No, he did not.
he said something like that. I swear.
I think
he said man meat.
Maybe he did say he's more into man meat. But another instance, there's a lot of instances. I wrote down some 40 quotes here that remind me of Hess. He quotes Shakespeare talking about Candace and say, bitches be crazy.
That's almost sounded like Bill and Ted. You gotta be honest.
And then strange things are afoot, Circle K.
Yeah.
That's too dumb. I would not say that.
If we were watching a show and it had something to do with Shakespeare and there's a girl in it, and you'd be like, bitches be crazy. I could totally see you doing that. 100%.
He would never say it like Shakespeare, but he would say it like someone else.
I would say something like this. Man, bitches be crazy.
Right, and we would have the same reaction. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he would never
But I would
say
never say, bitches be crazy.
It's bitch-eth.
Yeah.
Bitches. Bitcheth. That's hard to say. Bitcheth.
To bitch or not to bitch?
That is the question.
Bitcheth.
So nothing ever comes of this, but Joe accidentally likes one of Milo's pics on Instagram of love.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Did I just like his photo?
I think
And
I did
then Ellie
that the
walks
first
in
time
and
I
goes,
ever went on
hey,
Instagram.
Quit banging my sister.
How does that work? Does it, like, if you take it away right away, does it not notify the other person?
No, and I'll tell you what happened to you, because this happened to me recently.
Oh, I have no
A
idea.
kid I went to school
Oh.
with, I got a notification liked my Instagram photo.
And then you...
So I clicked on it, and his name's not there.
Oh, so he unliked
So
it.
he liked it on accident, unliked it, and kept scrolling. And I was like, oh, you little cockstein. I got the notification, pal.
Did you call him out?
I thought about sending him a message saying, thanks for the like, pal. I really appreciated it. It made,
You should.
it made my day.
You should.
You cocksucking motherfucker.
What if it's a guy? Maybe he's...
It is a guy.
I think he knows
Well,
if it's a guy or
I
not.
know, but I know the person. It's definitely a guy.
But what if he's trying to, see what's going on?
Well,
Well, he's not doing a good job because he unliked it.
He's got a girlfriend and a baby, probably a wife.
A
so.
baby?
I
Was
don't-
it
There's a lot of closet G's out there.
was it
That's
Mallory?
okay.
No, it's a kid I went to middle school with. One time, actually,
Their band camp?
we were walking around the field outside, and we were bored, so we were like blindfolding each other and like guiding each other. And
He's just gonna get like really sexual.
yeah, and he guided me, and he's like, "All right, drop down to your knee, open your mouth." And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "It's just an Italian sausage. I made it for you." And I was like, "Oh, it doesn't taste like it." And he just kept going in, and then he's like, "All right, here's the cream filling, pal." No, you know,
On an Italian sausage?
yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. I wasn't buying it. But you know those giant lights out in like the football field at the school? He walked me right into one, and I hit my head and fell over.
God, you're a fucking idiot.
And him and my friend Stefan were laughing, and I was like, "Oh, I had a big old bump on my head."
Okay.
I trusted. See, their problem was they didn't trust me because they thought I would do that, and I was like, I wouldn't do that, and I made them go fine, and then they were like, "Oh, now it's our turn. Let's fuck with them."
Yeah, you always fall for that shit.
Yeah, I'm too trust. I'm like, okay, I'll do exactly your directions because I trust you.
Yeah. Plus, you like being in that circumstance.
Yeah, it was funny. But so he does that. Ellie is now scared that things are gonna go bad because Joe and Delilah banged. What could possibly go wrong with Joe and Delilah
Yeah,
being
no
together?
shit.
Them interacting. What would go wrong?
Well, she could get all Snoopy on him.
And go. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
That's not
Did you
Snoopy.
guys
I don't know
get
the
the
song.
vibes that she was kind of like falling for him a little bit there?
Oh, she wanted to ride the JoJo Express.
A little bit.
Toot.
A little bit. They were totally falling for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in his room being like, "Hey there, Delilah."
Gotta be honest. I'm taking Delilah over Love every fucking time.
Really?
Yeah, I like her a lot better.
I don't like
I
Delilah.
agree.
Oh, well.
I think she's the best looking one on the show.
Well, now she's in a cage, so look who you guys picked.
It's not really
the wrong
It's
girl.
more like a box.
Well, she's easy to control that way.
So then
Gacy.
she's mad with that. So Joe ends up downloading what is it? It's Sonnet to Me, a dating app for people who read. So probably one of the most boring dating apps you can
That's- yeah, dumb.
specifically for just for reading.
There's so many times I like this show. I think it's not on the level of like a Sopranos or like The Wire or Westworld or
Mindy's Project.
Never seen that. So it's second. It's definitely second tier for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like when they do some of this shit, like it's so CW, and I know they're kind of making fun of it and stuff. But it was just like I'm like, and it was funny. I kind of like laughed at some of the stuff. But
When the girl's like, "All right, you walk in the room, you get down on your knees, we start fucking."
yeah, like
That's
that.
not on the CW. Barry doesn't say that.
No, but he would. So they would, and then we start making out or something.
Yeah.
But
I gently caress your butthole.
they get very CW-ish.
Yeah. I mean, this is a show like that. Like, what was it? I always forget. What was it? It's not Freeform. It was Lifetime.
Yeah, which it's just there's parts where like it was entertaining but it's just not quite to that level for me.
I get it.
But this is
It's
probably my
cheap.
favorite episode of the season so far.
Oh, really? Yeah, this one's a really good one. I actually forgot how it ended. Like, I thought that was closer to the end.
It's funny is because you watched it after me. I was going to tell you what happened. I was like, oh, I don't record for him, even though he's already seen it.
Was
funny.
this 7 or 8 that we
This
watched?
is 7. But so then we get a montage we just talked about of his dates, and 40's reposting about them, so Love will see. And then now he learned that Milo decides he's not going to go to Bali, and he asks Love to be his girlfriend. And Joe overhears that. I like how he's like, "Oh, this is where you're going to be all peach on her," and I get to hear it this time. I love when his little inner monologues when he like, "Oh, this is like last season." Like when they get arrested, and he's like, "It's not like there's a jar of piss." In it.
Yeah.
I like his inner monologue when he's like trying to run up the mountain.
Yeah.
He's like all out of breath.
Didn't he argue with himself in the beginning, or was that? I think that was my favorite
That
one.
sounds kind of familiar. I
Yeah.
like it too when Ellie's talking to 40, he's like, and 40 mentions something that he did. And he's like, "Fuck 40, no bitch!" Like he's like yelling at him in his head real
Oh,
quick.
it's because he posted it on.
Yeah. So then Joe stalks Milo on a hike and runs into Gabe, who tells him he needs to stop lying, and takes him home to prick him with a couple of needles, puts like some gems on his chest, and kind of do like a little therapy session with him.
Guy's a wizard.
Yeah.
He's a wizard.
I didn't like those needles sticking out.
I think next time we go to Hess's house, we should put a couple needles in him and be like, "What do you want?"
Acupuncture?
Yeah, like, "What do you want, Hess?"
We should do. I wonder if we could get like an acupuncturist on board, like letting you film.
I bet
Like
some.
one of us
I bet
getting-
some could. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want
acupuncture.
needles in me.
Would you ever want to do like hot rocks or lay in a bed of nails?
No. What am I
I
stupid?
would be willing to try acupuncture to like try to quit smoking or something like that.
Oh. There's a podcast I listened to called Bad Friends, and they got one of the guy, like a therapist that helps him quit smoking. And it actually like he hypnotizes you.
Oh,
to
yeah.
do shit.
I've heard
and
that
the guy was like, "There's no fucking way it's gonna work." He's saying it was stupid, and then it actually ended up helping him out.
Yeah, well, don't they say that the people that don't believe are the easiest ones to...
Yeah, I think so.
So you could probably get me to walk like a
The people that
chicken or
don't
something.
believe actually ends up working on you said?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
I think they're easier.
because then they're like,
'Cause
because I think people that want it will want too hard,
Yeah.
and then don't pay as much attention. I feel like
Because like Abby's cousin said that he went to an acupuncturist and like he quit smoking, and in my head I'm just like, fucking whatever, dude. Like, because I really don't.
I don't know anything about acupuncturists, but I meant what is it called?
Hypnotism.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, you go to the fair and they fucking pull 20 people up and then they start walking like chickens.
Like,
I don't believe that.
I've
any
heard
of that
like
shit.
the way this guy did it was like he gets you to like a happy place and like kind of gets you really relaxed and does stuff, and then they started like, oh, you're only gonna want to smoke like 3 cigarettes a day. And
No, I've heard it.
Eventually they led down.
There's some podcasts I was listening to, and it was like famous people, and they were going for smoking too, and it worked.
We could just go to Hess's house, stay there for like a week, and every time he goes to pull out a cigarette, we taste his nutsack. I think that would work
Wow.
I think that would work about the same.
Probably.
We should start a show, or maybe not a show, but like little segments of like trying to help Hess quit smoking.
Okay, I'll do some research of stuff we can do,
How about-
and we'll start it next week. You down?
We'll stop. Next time he fucking lights a cigarette outside, we'll throw a bucket of water in his face.
Wow.
And then one day, just to scare him, because then he'll always be on guard, we'll do like hot oil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hot oil.
Yeah.
And then you and Jerome can wrestle.
Yeah.
Naked.
Naked in a mud pit, our titties
Well,
out.
you can't get in a mud pit if you have oil all over you. That's gross.
Why not?
I just said because it's gross.
We get another Joe flashback. Joe and his mom are leaving his dad, and she tells him to pack stuff, but he can only take one book. I like that part. She's like, "Go pack your things, but not all those books." How much space does book?
Well, they are heavy. And they little fuckers like to carry him.
He's not gonna go anyways.
I like when she said all that to him. I was like, "What is that shit all over her arm?" And then she like looks at him, and I was like,
"Oh,
it's
get beat by her husband."
It's like, what did he do? Punch her down the arm?
It was probably grabbing her.
No, it was like all the way down the arm. It was like he was
Yeah.
like, "Knock it off, you bitch!"
Maybe it's a twist because they're small and they're going down. It's Joe hitting her.
Maybe it's a henna tattoo.
Oh, and it's all just a fucking trick. But she does that.
I didn't think she was coming back when she said, "I'm just gonna go to the bank. I'll be back
when
at
we
4."
when we watched this, I didn't think he was either.
Yeah.
Or she was either. But so he wakes up, he's crying. Gabe tells him to repeat all I didn't write down. I think he says all I need is me.
All eyes on me.
Did he say all I need is me? I put down all I need.
I don't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember.
remember
All
saying, I
eyes
think
on
it was
me.
I am all I need or something like that. But he pulls out all the needles and then suggests a 7-day cleanse. And this part, again, reminded me of Hess. He gets a celery juice and Forty calls it Satan's butt plug.
I think I
that
actually
I
laughed at
could-
that one.
Yeah. He's like, I can't
That
watch
I
it.
could
That
see
is,
myself
that is
saying.
Satan's butt plug.
Yeah.
That'd be so gross.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Satan's butt plug, I think the jalapeno strawberry rain tastes like Satan's butt plug.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's so,
So,
gross.
so yesterday, what were we doing?
We were
Just
playing Warzone.
And Angel comes home from Walmart, and she's like, "Oh, I got you guys a drink, but you're just gonna drink." And I thought she said she's got.
I thought she got stuff to make us a drink.
I thought she got like some kind of fucking kombucha or something, and she
Mhm.
wanted you and her to try it. I didn't even know I was involved.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like taking a piss, and she's like, "Oh, no, you're both gonna try it." And I'm like, so then she pours it, and it's clear. And as soon as I smell it, I recognize the smell as that fucking shit that we got on the podcast.
Yeah, we
though.
drank it here a few weeks ago, like a month ago. The
I always wanna call-
spicy rain.
Rain. I always want to call it chronic because that's remember they had that green can that was just like that.
Yeah.
It's. I smelled it. I'm like, I'm not drinking this. I know what it is.
Yeah, I took it. It still tastes like dust.
And then she's like, it does taste like. It even smells like dust.
Yeah, it literally is just a can of dust.
And then she's like, oh, you're not gonna try it. I'm like, I already fucking tried
We
it.
drank the whole can on the
It's
podcast.
fucking gross. It's the worst fucking energy drink I've ever had.
Yeah.
That's saying a lot.
Ellie and 40 meet for the first time, which I was kind of surprised that it took this long for them to meet.
Oh yeah. I kind of wondered if they had met when they did meet, and then obviously they hadn't.
She wants the job with 40, so he quizzes her on movies.
I like the
like,
OJ thing.
yeah, I was gonna say like who was gonna originally play the Terminator, and she was like OJ because he didn't think that he would be scary enough to be a serial killer.
Is that true?
I think it is true. I've heard that.
I think I've heard it before too.
But so they do that, and I think she ends up getting the job. And then Delilah took Joe's advice and actually wrote her story. It's going to be in Variety. And while she's telling him, Joe pukes on her and passes out.
That was fucking hilarious.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
I would just die.
She seemed so nonchalant and like, just like, oh, it's okay.
I think it's
like,
because she went over there to be like, I'm going to show him this, and then he's going to show me that.
She's like, I
and
was
then
going to take my shirt off
We're going to be showing each other our stuff.
well, yeah, if they were smart, they would have just banged in the apartment.
Well, they had what did she want? Tequila?
Whiskey.
More whiskey.
Whiskey? I don't know. They can take a walk home. But so Joe wakes up, Delilah orders burgers and shakes for them while he reads her story, and then they walk to the liquor store and talk about their first impressions of each other. He thought she was sad, she thought he was a weirdo, and then they start making out and having sex in the alley and get arrested.
Yeah, and then they're in jail.
Boom.
Yeah, and I like to. This is the part he's nervous about the cops taking his fingerprints and all that. And he's like, "Fuck, I gotta leave town." He's like, "I'm going to Mexico." Will said I would like it there, and like all this shit.
Yeah, and then the fucking headphones bite him in the ass, huh?
Yeah, well, he calls Delilah's fuck buddy won't help, so he calls 40, and then they're let go. And when they get home, they decide to be friends and all that.
So is he lucky or is he unlucky?
What do you mean?
Well, because he's lucky that he got away with like killing people a couple times.
Yeah, she says, "What do you have to be afraid of?" or whatever, and he like names all their names.
But like, the one guy she knows is, which I guess that's why he was probably at the place in the first place. So it's like the cop was probably at her house. That's why he got him for jaywalking or whatever. 'cause
Yeah.
he said it was right across the street. But the fact that that's who he comes and he recognizes him. So then, you know what I mean?
I think he's a little both. He's lucky and unlucky. But so we're almost to where he does all that shit and calls her. Milo brings Love roses, even though she hates them.
That's weird.
And then on his way out, 40 calls him out, calls him Vegemite. And then they start arguing a little bit. He punches him in the face. And then that's a wrap on old Milo, I think.
That's all, folks?
But I do like how like he stands up to Joe. And he's like, "What are you going to do about it?" And spits on his shoe. And you're like,
That would have been, I would have fucking decked the dude.
I
I don't
wouldn't
give a
do-
fuck how.
See, I just murder him
Buff
later.
he is.
I'd go to his house late at night and slit his throat.
Well,
And then be like, "Oh, he went to Bali."
I was like, is he going to like hit him? And like, I don't know. I was kind of surprised that he just let him walk away. But then, I mean, I know he's a serial killer, but can he fight?
I think he can.
I realize this is pre-pandemic, but like, imagine someone spitting on you nowadays.
Either way, I don't. I think that's like the worst thing you can do. To like if someone does that, and then you're like, okay, they're gonna get murdered. They're gonna get pounded to death.
Yeah.
I mean, not worst thing you can do. You could like,
cut his dick off.
You could do a John Wayne Gacy to someone, but just like hanging out to going up to someone and spitting on them, that's awful.
I mean, it's pretty disrespectful.
Yeah.
Did he spit on him or next to him?
I think it was like on his shoe.
I just thought
it looked like he was down at his shoe.
I thought he just spit at him.
I thought he was gonna spit and then be like, "Just kidding," and start shining his shoes a little bit.
Wow. He gets on and fucking pulls out a little fucking stool.
Mm-hmm. But so Love yells at 40 and Joe, which I thought was when she says like, "Oh, that was the biggest case of toxic masculinity." Blah blah. Joe didn't even do anything. He just said, "Hey, you gotta leave."
No, she asked you to leave.
Yeah, but then I like that 40's like, "Okay, pump the brakes here. You hired her PI on me."
And then she laughed.
And then she was like, "Okay, you got a fucking point there."
Oh, Jesus.
You all right? Did you just eat something?
I think Hess is being possessed, and the demon is trying to get out of him right now.
I thought he like swallowed like a moth or something. That's what I pictured in my head when I heard that.
Can you imagine we're recording and just and he's like, "Oh."
It'd be like the time you ate the fly.
So Delilah, did I not write down? Oh, I skipped the part by accident. Delilah's fuck buddy calls her and tells her about the headphones. She's like, "Hey, that's stupid," and then gets a quick flash of everything Joe's done this season. Then she goes into his apartment, sees that the hole in the wall is fixed. I mean, she doesn't know it's fixed, but we know it's fixed. And then finds his storage unit keys. And then she ends up going to the storage unit, taking a bunch of pictures, but Joe already knew about her being there because he had a nanny cam installed because of Candace.
Yeah, that was like I knew she was gonna get caught there, like when she's taking pictures and shit. but I didn't know how she's gonna get caught there, and obviously him leaving and stuff. So like, I was actually like, oh, why are you doing this? Because I actually like her, and then so like when she was looking, I mean, and Joe's the bad guy technically. You know what I mean?
Depending on how you look at it.
I'm looking at it as he's a killer.
Oh, okay.
But then, so what's his plan? He's gonna skip town and not go after Love anymore, and then just let her be with the sister, because that's what.
I mean, according to what he told Delilah.
Do we believe that? I don't believe that.
I guess we'll just have to see.
Oh, thanks. You're a lot of help.
We get another Joe flashback with his mom. He's waiting for her to come pick him up to leave his dad, and she's with the new guy.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, that was just a big ask," and she's like, "Well, you know, I can't say no to a blowjob."
To give a blowjob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all she does.
Really?
Even at Fry's.
That's her hobbies?
Remember her at the grocery store, and she's like, "Oh man, this guy's pretty hot. Stay here, Joe. Eat your book. I'm gonna go jerk up Salem and pee in my mouth." Delilah wakes up with a head wound inside the cage. Joe tells her you need to trust him. I gotta make some arrangements, and you guys will never see me again.
Dun dun dun.
And then the episode's over.
Well, and then her sister just thinks she's off fucking some other dude.
Yeah. So where do you? I'm not gonna say anything, but where do you think this is going?
To hell in a handbasket.
Well,
Okay, so she called the cop and texted him.
yeah.
So the cop knows that she's disappeared right after he told her about Joe.
Yeah.
She has that thing coming out in Variety, so there's people will probably want to talk to her about it. So the cop's gonna suspect Joe right off the bat.
So, but do you think he's gonna let her go? Do you think he's gonna kill her? Do you think he's gonna skip town?
I don't think he's gonna let her go. What is that up on your fucking? The naked guy.
Somebody what?
Oh, it's Burt Kreischer.
Oh, that's the first time I saw that. I'm sorry. I was thinking, and I see a naked guy laying there.
Don't look at my gay porn.
I mean, obviously, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I don't think he's gonna just she's not gonna you know how when he had Beck in there and he would feed her and give her she'll fucking hit him.
Yeah,
she's
true.
she's not gonna do shit like this. So I don't know. He's in a pickle. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's all to get with Love. So I don't know how he's gonna get out of it. But I think that I think he's gonna end up killing her.
Okay.
I don't know though, obviously.
Well, you boys ready to do some Pleeka's picks?
Just as a quick update to last week, Jerome, you went 10-5. Obviously, the Monday night game has not happened yet. You picked the Raiders versus the Saints. Nick and I both went 13-2, and we both have the Saints going tonight. So either way, for the second week in a row, me and Nick will have the exact same records.
Wow.
Win or lose Monday night. But you did improve.
Yeah, he told me that.
10-5, yeah.
That's pretty good. I do have to...
Yeah. Pay homage.
Oopsie, I made a poopsie. I said you guys went, what did I say, 11-20?
11-20.
20?
I saw that, and I'm like, what the fuck
he
is
told me that, and I was like, I don't know why that... I don't know what happened. I looked at his text and went beep boop pop, moved on. I don't know why it says 20. I don't know if I did it by accident. I couldn't tell you.
All right, are you ready for week 3, Jerome? Did you ever think that you would be on week 3 of 2020 making NFL picks on Pleeka's picks?
2020 has been a pretty unpredictable year, so I guess anything can happen. But no, I did not think that I'd be here talking about sports.
I think it's great.
Sports with the
I think
boys.
It's great.
Oh, you know what I just realized that I haven't said this entire time? Sports talk with Nick and Josh coming at you live from Jerome's bedroom.
Oh, God. Okay.
I forgot about that.
That's
You got way
that's
too
almost
excited
as
for
bad
that.
as someone bursting into flames and you not saying you're burnt.
Yeah.
You got a little too excited. All right, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm hard.
You'll pick first. Miami Dolphins at the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's the Thursday night game this week.
Dolphins.
They're going the Dolphinos.
That's
Nicholas?
wait, he threw me off. It's Dolphins and who? Fuck.
Jacksonville
Jaguars.
Jaguars.
You made fun of me last week. I did all the same jokes, so I had to
That's
come up with
true.
something new.
Yeah, fuck.
If you pick the Dolphins, you gotta squeal like one.
I think I'm gonna take Jacksonville.
I took the Jaguars as well.
Oh, the Jaguars. Okay, I didn't know who Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
I didn't know who Jacksonville was.
The next game, we have the Houston Texans at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm sticking with Steelers. You know, Jerome Bettis. I'm named after him. Feel like I should pick him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I did tell you.
So-
I told you I was gonna do that one every week.
So if I would have named you David Johnson, you would have picked the Texans?
Was he on the Texans?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, then I would have.
I'll take the Steelers also.
I'm gonna pick them as well. So we'll three-peat that right there.
Oh, you took the Jaguars, right? Never mind.
Yep.
Moving on to the next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. Are you fly Eagles fly over there? or
Yeah,
what?
baby. Cuckoo, cuckoo. I'm the walrus.
There's no walruses
Okay.
playing. What is wrong with
Are
you?
you losing your voice over there? Nick, there's no walruses playing.
I'll take the Eagles, but I'm not going to do what he did.
Come on. Wish this wall was farther back, and I could really spread my
Yeah.
wings.
Wish you were farther back.
I want to take the motherfucking
That's what he does to Appy's
Bengals.
butthole.
You took the Bengals?
Yep,
Jesus Christ. Have you watched any football this year?
I have.
Yeah, what are you,
I
fucking
have.
stupid?
San Francisco 49ers at the New York Giants.
Giants, so we can see. Oh, I can see like what they've been going on here too. They're 0-2. It says right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the 49ers then.
The 49ers had
I'm
like...
glad I already wrote fucking Giants because you said
Oh,
Giants.
sorry.
The 49ers
cock
have like
monster.
800 injuries.
I didn't realize I could get some insight on here.
Oh, you didn't know you could read?
Yeah, well, last week he
Wow.
didn't go off this list, so I didn't pay much attention.
I'm going to take the 49ers too, but I don't know about that.
Is there 49 people on the team?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna take the 49ers as well.
Oh, good. Then it doesn't matter.
Las Vegas Raiders at the New England Patriots.
I'm proud to be an American.
I think that means he's taking the Patriots.
Yeah, I didn't know what else to say.
I think I got that.
Born in the
USA.
So I'll take the
I'm taking
Patriots too.
I'm taking the Patriots as well. Well, I think that'll be a three-peat. Pats, Tennessee Titans at the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, fuck. What do Vikings do? Hey, bring me that pussy.
You
Bring
want
me-
Vikings?
I don't know. How to,
Yeah, that's...
I don't know.
I don't think a Vikings ever said that.
You never
Is
know.
that Vikings?
Yeah, it's Vikings.
Have you ever seen the show Vikings?
No, nor will
I
I.
bet you someone says that once in the show.
I'm going to take the Titans.
Yeah, I took the Titans as well.
Do you think you could have gone with
The
some kind of
Washington
Titan?
football team at the Cleveland Browns.
They both have horrible logos. I guess I'll go Browns.
Fuck, I hate the Browns. I'm going to take the Browns too.
I took the Browns as well. We got a lot of three-peats going here, eh?
Got a lot of copycatters.
The Los Angeles Rams at the Buffalo Bills. This is a
Ooh.
tough one for Jerome.
Well, I gotta pick the Bills because those babies are going to the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna be doing goodbye horses.
Who do you fuck with?
Live on Twitter. If you want to see me do goodbye horses on Twitter, Buffalo Bill style. Make sure the Bills. I don't know how you make that happen.
You can't.
Blackmail every other team so that they lose, and the Bills go to the Super Bowl, baby.
I'm going to take the Rams, but I'm not very confident.
Yeah, me either. They fucking suck.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I don't really know who to pick in this game. I want to take the Bills, but
Bills. Pick the Bills.
I don't know.
Pick the Bills. Pick the Bills. Pick the Bills.
I'll take the Bills.
Oh, I got in his head.
Probably.
The Chicago Bears at Atlanta Falcons.
The Bears.
God, I don't like either one of them. I'm going to take the Falcons. They can't go 0-3, right?
You're going Falcons?
Yeah.
I'd pick Falcons, but Falcon and the Winter Soldier doesn't come out till next year, so they disappointed me.
I'm gonna take the Bears as well.
The Bears are 2-0.
Yeah.
The Carolina Panthers at the Los Angeles Chargers.
That's Panther.
Yeah, I got you.
I took the Chargers.
I'll take the Chargers, too.
Okay.
He didn't ask, so... He just skipped right over me.
New York Jets at the Indianapolis Colts.
He's taking the skis?
No, it's me flying a jet.
Oh.
I'm JJ the jet plane. That's me.
I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Zach, you guys.
Why does he keep
you guys-
skipping
you,
me?
You guys don't.
The Dallas Cowboys at the Seattle Seahawks.
You're taking the Cowboys over the Seahawks?
Yeah, I picked the Cowboys last week.
I'll take the Seahawks.
I'm going to take the Seahawks as well.
It's hard to
I think
Pittsburgh.
I think that could be a pretty good game.
I think the Seahawks will probably beat them.
I think the Cowboys are going to win.
Handily.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Denver Broncos.
Wait, are the Buccaneers pirates?
Yes.
Yes.
No one's informed me that they're pirates?
They have Tom Brady.
Arg me, matey. I guess I'm picking the old Buccaneers.
We need to get Jerome a Buccaneers hat.
Yeah.
From 1978.
And then I'll wear an eye patch on here and be like, oh, they're going to score the ball.
You might want to wait till they start playing better.
You know that's Bert's team.
Oh, really?
That's why. Is that why he likes Warren Sapp so much?
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
I'm taking the Buccaneers too because Broncos have.
Yeah, I'm going to pick them as well.
Injuries.
Repeat on the old Bucks game. Detroit Lions at the Arizona Cardinals.
You're taking the Lions?
Yeah, I picked the Cardinals last time. I got to switch it up.
They won.
Yeah, they're 2-0, but the Lions,
Suck.
don't call it a comeback.
All right, I'm taking the Cardinals.
I'm picking the Cardinals as well. Sunday night game. This should be a pretty good game. Green Bay Packers at New Orleans Saints.
I don't know what do Packers do. I'm going to be eating cheese? I don't know. I'm Packers.
I think they pack toilet paper.
Like in their asshole? Like so they don't like stains in their underwear?
No, like in the box. They're Packers.
I'm going to take the Packers as well.
I'm going to take the Packers as well. Why does he keep jumping in front of me?
Monday night football.
Hey, today's
Kansas
Monday.
City Chiefs at the Baltimore Ravens.
Well.
This is a good game. This will be.
Yeah.
That's on Monday night.
Monday night.
I thought ESPN wasn't allowed to have good games.
Monday night matchup. The two former league MVPs.
Dun, 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 dun,
Steve
dun.
Levy on the call.
Marv's brother.
I'm going to pick the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs too.
I'm going to take the Ravens.
Oh.
Apparently, he didn't see the playoffs.
Hey, they're 2-0, pal.
So are the Chiefs.
Yeah?
They're
All
good.
right, and that'll do it for week 3 of Pleeka's pick.
Break a break.
That'll do it. Week 3, pick a pick.
You alright over there? So are you playing on Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation, baby.
Oh, you're going to play on PS?
Yeah. We're
Have
gonna
you
go play.
added us?
It's the same thing. It's my same account.
It's the same thing.
So you guys are my regiment. I just add you. Bada bing, bada boom. We play.
This will be interesting. I'm a little interested to see how this all works.
You know, the only difference it makes is every once in a while he'll be like, "Oh, I hit the wrong button."
No.
Yeah.
No, that's the only difference it was to me. Literally, that's the only
See,
difference.
but the thing that I like a lot, Hess, and I think you will like this too, is how you have to hit up or down on the D-pad or whatever to switch your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that on the PlayStation. On the PlayStation, it's just both. That's like just like multiplayer. It's normal. You can pull up your heartbeat sensor, or I could throw a C4 with the other trigger.
Did you know that you can change it on Xbox to make it that way?
but normal, it just comes that way. I don't gotta hit any buttons. It just comes that way.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure
I'm
it
just
comes
used
that
to
way
it.
normal too, because when I play on my kid's account, that's how his is, and I
Oh.
haven't changed anything.
I never
on there.
changed anything. Mine's not like that, but maybe it was the old version, and like when you make a new account or whatever,
your kids probably changed it.
it's true.
No, he doesn't know how to change it.
I bet he does.
He might have.
Well, I mean, because
might have.
I never changed it, and it did that for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can make it to where
Yeah, you can do it.
LB is your.
You can make anything, but
I can't make
Pretty
the
much.
mini map look like a dick.
you probably could.
Maybe. Any last little things you guys want to discuss before we wrap up this hot dog stand, wheel it back into the garage, close the gate, lock it, and go home?
The fuck are you
I
talking
don't think
about?
so, man.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Peace.
And we'll see you guys next week.